So TikTok is teaching the industry about how to use authentic voices to drive business results on the platform. It's a more challenging period than it's ever been for advertisers to reach their audience, have an engaged message, and the customer journey is more complicated than it's ever been before. So what TikTok offers is an opportunity to use the creator ecosystem, leverage authentic voices, and help people be entertained and discover at the same time they move to transact and drive real business value for our advertisers.
TikTok has had a lot of product innovations over the last few years, especially lately. So in terms of what you've been rolling out, how is TikTok helping advertisers move from cultural relevance to real business outcomes?
Yeah, this is really important. We think about the investment on TikTok through three lenses. One is the return on investment. We want to drive high performance outcomes. One is the return on effort. We don't want it to be impossible to advertise with us. We want to make tools that allow you to very simply capture business value. And the last one is return on creative. And this is an area where there's really been a lot of change recently. We think offering people the opportunity to have a creator ecosystem where you get tools that show you what content is relevant, how it helps your business, and what's trending on the platform right now so that you can take advantage of cultural moments at the speed that they're happening on the platform.
David, I wanted to go in a bit more deeply on some of those product innovations you talked about. In particular, last year, TikTok launched search ads and expanded Smart Plus automation. What should advertisers know about the way people use TikTok search versus other platforms?
Yeah, so Search and Smart Plus are two of our marquee products in the performance suite. And one of the interesting things about search is that 1 in 4 of our users actually create a search within 30 seconds of opening the app. We see people are coming for a richer, more engaging experience. Search is being disrupted itself. It's not just about 10 blue links. It's about how you can be entertained and educated and how that content will really inform what users do in the future, whether they're discovering your brand or they're in the final stages of research before they make a purchase decision. The search suite on TikTok's pretty interesting too, because we move beyond just offering keywords. You can also do things like Search Hub, where you take over a category and curate some of the results for your user base.
Wanted to talk about the nature of branding and performance in terms of how they're no longer opposing forces. They've really been converging this particularly over the last year. So with that in mind, how should marketers rethink the idea of a full funnel strategy with aligning branding and performance?
Yeah, this has been the great dream in digital marketing for a long time. How do you unify your efforts across the entire marketing funnel? And the way we think about it on TikTok is you want people to be able to discover your brand for the first time, and we want to build an engine that really drives business value, whether that's commerce, leads, sales, whether that's a change in consumer sentiment towards your brand. We've unified these solutions. So if you look at something like Smart Plus, what it can do is take people all the way from the point of discovery to transaction on your own site. If you look at our GMV Max solution, which is tied to TikTok Shop, you can purchase right at the point of discovery without ever leaving the platform. And when we think about some of the upper and mid-funnel solutions, we have a premium portfolio that works seamlessly to drive that engagement and then converts into business behavior down the road.
David, TikTok has positioned itself as culture-rich search versus other platforms' data-rich utility. What's the distinction there, and can you scale search advertising on cultural moments and trends, or does that only work for certain brands and verticals?
Yeah, this is a really important question because all of the digital advertising behavior is fundamentally driven by what users are doing. And the user behavior for search has really changed. We see more people are looking for engaging content. They want to be educated. They're not just looking for 10 blue links that might take them somewhere else. And as that user behavior has evolved, our opportunity to deliver high-value search results has evolved as well. And so we think about it both from the perspective of putting the most relevant content in those search results in short-form video, whether it's to educate or to entertain. And we also think about it from the perspective of organizing the content. How do we put together a page that gives the user access to everything they might need, whether it's video or snippets of information, and we offer that through some of our Search Hub experiences to the advertising community.
David, CES is always about forward-looking vision. So with that in mind, going to ask you to pull out the crystal ball and wanted to get a sense of what mindset shift do brands need to make to succeed on platforms driven by discovery rather than intent alone?
Yeah, this is a really good question. You ask 5 people, you'll probably get 19 answers. What I would tell you from my perspective is that it's speed. We in the marketing business have been accustomed to planning cycles which are longer than what the user behaviors now dictate we act on. And so if we think about, at TikTok, we look at the speed of culture. Day by day, the stuff that's trending, the stuff that's highly engaging evolves. And in order to be relevant in this environment, you need to leverage tools like AI and leverage the creator ecosystem to make sure that your message is always relevant and always prominent on digital platforms. So that would be my number one thing, is the speed at which you have to drive innovation and decision making is really going to be different in 2026.